Look, a lot of you guys are sleeping on getting your rent reported on your credit file. And I'm going to tell you why. Here's the thing I continue to tell you. If you want to get into the real estate game and you don't have a lot of money, one of the best things you can do is add trade lines to your file, right? Now, the reason that I'm focusing on rent reporting is because most people don't know that with FHA, because they do 3.5% down, they do a 580 credit score. But one of the key things that they always look for, do you have on-time rents, right? Now, here's the thing about it that most people sleep on. If you get the rent reporting, and I'll talk about a few of these companies in a minute, but these rent reporting, they can actually help aid your file. Not only will they do that, but they will also boost up your credit score, okay? And so most people just sit on this. They're giving money to friends and relatives and stuff. But if you do it the proper channel, set up a plastic account and then have like a secured debit card, and taking that secured debit card or the credit card, hooking it up to plastic and then paying the money that way. All right, now you would actually have real rental records to actually show proof that you've been paying your rent. I don't care if it's 500, 1,000, or 1,500. You know, even if you're staying with your parents or whatever, you still can actually use that as a trade line. Okay, if you're giving them money to help pay rent or whatever, set up a plastic account. Get a secured credit card or debit card and put that money connected to the plastic account, all right? The reason why most people miss this opportunity, okay, because one, they think, well, oh, it don't work, but that's not true. Here's the thing about it, like with FHA or with a HUD loan, all right? So they don't want authorized users on the file. All right, they won't accept authorized users for the loan. However, if you got rental payments on the file, then they will be willing to work with you because it shows that you have that consistency. Now, here's the thing about it. They use FICO 10T, which is your trending scores, to determine what they're going to do in reference to approving you for an FHA loan, okay? And then they use Vantage 4. Okay, so those are the two credit bureaus that they actually use when it comes to FHA loan. So that's the reason they said like alternative accounts. So like utility bills, subscriptions, and rental history. But you notice I didn't say authorized users because they don't count that. But those other three, if you have those reporting on your credit file, you will get qualified for a mortgage, okay? Now, I know some of you guys may be entrepreneurs, or you're doing like a regular DoorDash or things of that nature, right? But here's the thing about it. Understanding who's the best one to actually go to for rent reporting. So you have self-reporting, right? So with self-reporting, it's free. All right, it's actually free. However, like when you want like utilities, like cell phone, you want utilities, then they charge you, and that goes up to $6.95 a month. Now, also with utilities, they only report, with cell phone utilities, they only report to TransUnion. All right, but the monthly fee, usually, say that you want a retro, all right? So say that you been paying rent to people for 2, 4, 5, 6 years. Now, here's the thing about it with self. They will go back 2 years, but they charge $49.95 for that, all right? So the good part about that is that you don't have to involve your landlord. I know a lot of people that say, well, what about my landlord? Does my landlord need to know? No, because they look at your bank account. They look at the transactions in your bank account. Even like if you're doing like a Venmo, okay, or you're doing a Cash App or whatever, if it's labeled as rent and that money is still coming through your bank account, they can actually utilize that, all right? So that's the first one. Then the second one is Boom Rent Pay. Boom, B-O-O-M, right? Now, here's the thing about it. You have to go through the mobile app with them, all right? But at the same time, they report to all 3 credit bureaus just like self-report, right? Now, here's the thing about it. This is what I really like about this, is that, again, no landlord. You don't have to get your landlord involved. It ain't their business, right? You know that you're paying your rent and stuff like that, so you don't need to get your landlord involved, all right? Now, reports up to 24 months as well, okay? Now, for them, it's $25 to start up, and then it's $3 a month. But again, just so that you know, you do have to do it through the app, all right? Now, the next one is Rental Karma. Now, here's the thing about it with Rental Karma. Rent reported as all passed. All passed. Now, here's the thing about it that people are confused about when they have a thin credit file and they need aging, right? So if you've been paying rent and stuff like that, with some of these creditors, say you say that you've been paying rent for 6 years. Now, they'll only report up to 2 years. But when the account originally opened, it would actually say 6 years, okay? So it's 2024, so they report from 2024 back to 2022, all right? However, they're gonna go all the way back saying that the account was open to 2018, right? Now, here's the thing about it that most people, if you already have an established credit file, if you have 680 or higher, something like this may not be as a big impact, okay? But if you're 680 or lower, this definitely can boost your credit anywhere from 40 to 60 points, all right? That's the reason I continue to tell you guys, you need to use the alternative credit reporting agencies. And the reason is, again, not only to boost your score up to help you get qualified for a mortgage, but to get a better interest rate on a car loan, to get a better interest rate on a bank loan, to get qualified for credit cards. So you have different things that's going on that why you can leverage having the rent paid on the credit file. Having the rent reporting on the credit file. All right. Now, also with Rental Karma, most people don't even know. You can have friends and family and they'll get a discount. All right. Now, the fees on that is $8.95 a month. All right. No, and it's 90 days back guarantee. 90 days back guarantee. Who do you know that if they add a trade line and it doesn't show up in 90 days, they'll actually give you your money back, right? They'll actually give you your money back. Who do you know that will give you your money back if the trade line don't show up? All right? Not too many people. Not too many companies are saying, hey, if the trade line don't come, you can cancel it. But in terms of actually giving you back your money, that's the thing about it. Now, you also have RentReporters, all right? Now, the reason why RentReporters, and a lot of people don't care too much for RentReporters, but here's the thing about it. They report the fastest, all right? Now, do they cost more than the other ones? Yeah, because they start at 90, 94, 95, and then you have a $9.99. But if you need 40 to 60 points to boost up your score right away because you're trying to get a car loan or trying to get qualified to get into a new apartment or trying to get qualified to get a mortgage or whatever, then I think it's worth that 94, 95, okay? And it's a money back guarantee as well. That's the thing about it. Being able to work with companies, not only that's going to help you boost your credit score, but if the trade line don't show up, they actually will give you your money back. Now, I wanted to go back to Rental Karma for a minute because with Rental Karma, they only report to TransUnion and Equifax. They don't report to Experian, okay? They don't report to Experian. And so with That's the disheartening thing about it. But at the same time, hey, it still will help you boost up your credit score. So that's the good part about it. Now, going back over to Rent Reporters, they report 24 months of history. 24 months of history plus the original date that you actually started renting. All right. So now you have multiple options to decide which one of these I'm going to utilize. I'll put some of the links below, but at the same time, please understand that